This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the roundup. My brother. Were we unlucky today? I know it's Liverpool, but were we unlucky? Because I felt I was in it for most of the game up until the first half, and then just a few minutes after, until they scored their first goal. You know, it was us.
I agree with you. We were evenly matched. I think we were evenly matched. They didn't overrun us. And had we been a bit more clinical in that first half as well, we would have actually been able to take the lead. Yeah. So I was disappointed. And the way we conceded it as well, it just looked too easy. It just looked too easy. And I was disappointed. My keeper, he disappointed me today because he let a near post goal in. Yeah, and you don't be doing that. I'm not a keeper of his quality. When that goal went in, it changed things, but I still was hopeful. I was still very hopeful. But what happened then is they started to keep the ball, and what we're doing is continue putting it over. Our team and the height and their team, there's no comparison. So we're not really going to get those balls. What we did in our last game, we whizzed that ball, we kept it on the floor, Wenger style. That's what we should have done today. That's what we need to do. Arteta needs to get to that. Stop this long balls. Because most of the teams that we play, they're all much taller than we are.
True.
So we're not getting much joy when it comes to those long balls. We're not getting much joy. It was very disappointing. It was, believe it or not, I think it was an enjoyable game. It was an enjoyable game.
It was apart from obviously the result, but apart from that, we were in it, and I'm sure you're proud of the boys, like many of us that I've heard in the fan cams are very happy with what they saw. I'm going to quickly move on. Obviously, we played Liverpool 4 times, no goals we've scored. I'm going to ask both of you. You're a Liverpool fan. All right, so let me just start with you and just say, does it highlight how much we need a clinical striker or a replacement up front to consider we haven't scored no goals against Liverpool?
Well, to me, when you ask that question, well, you just see the difference. Liverpool bring on Salah, we bring on Eddie and Nketiah. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And you know what? We're 2-3 years behind Liverpool and Man City, who are up there with Bayern Munich. They are up there with Barcelona, Real Madrid. They are a world-class, talented side. For us to get to that level, we keep the core of the players together, and consistency is the key. And what we do in the transfer window this summer, 2 good strikers, and a creative midfield player. We can get them into that team, and as Alan Shearer said, we could be a very dangerous side. Champions League football, can we get top 4? It's in our hands, and I don't see why we can't get it, depending on one thing. We need to go into the next game angry as lions, wounded lions. So that mentality sticks. Otherwise, if we fall short, that's due to the confidence, that's due to the lack of confidence that's been installed into the youngsters. If that happens, then we'll fall short.
Okay, let me go to the Liverpool fan here then. So, any moment in the game, because for us, like I said, I was confident from the first half. Were you worried at any point, Arsenal? Or do you think? I know you've come here many times now and got results, but were you confident throughout the whole game? Or do you think this is a better Arsenal side that you're seeing today?
Nah. So before the game, obviously, like Liverpool against Arsenal, we have a history of winning. Like last season, we were on bad form. We had like Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at the back, right? We still came in on 3-0. So like Arsenal was a team. For some reason, we always turn up against them. So today I was confident at the start, and then I came out. I see Liverpool, we're not playing well. Arsenal, they're playing well, so I thought like the first half maybe Arsenal edged it by a bit. So I was nervous. I was like, I didn't think Arsenal had huge chances apart from maybe the Odegaard chance. But I think maybe a goalless draw or like something, one team could have got one goal, one opportunity, right? And the end, I don't know, we got 2 opportunities. We took both opportunities. Mane had an offside goal, obviously, but forget that.
But those were the only kind of opportunities, though. I can't think of any clear-cut opportunities that you guys had.
No, apart from those 2, I can't think of any others. Obviously, Lacazette's one, he didn't go past, and then Odegaard, fluffed his lines. So I say between those 3, I mean, Odegaard didn't take it, and obviously world-class players, Firmino, Jota, they took their chances. I think that was the difference today. Like the clinical and the cut edge, those games, where even if you're not at your best, you see it out, and like that's what Liverpool and City do best,
Yeah, let's go to that opportunity there, friend. Let me just ask you about. Thank you as well. Let me ask you about that. The Martin Odegaard chance. Should have lack of shot early, or should Martin Odegaard have taken it early? Where do you kind of lie with that?
All right, cool. So first of all, as a goalkeeper, we have to credit Alisson there because that's still a fantastic save. But he should have taken it a little bit earlier. Yeah. Because to take
Which one? Lacazette or Martin Odegaard?
Martin Odegaard. Yeah. Because obviously the amount of time he took on the ball allowed Alisson to position himself and get the save off. But no, he should have taken it earlier. Look, this is what happens when you don't finish your chances. We need to be clinical. And Liverpool have shown us what it means to be clinical today.
Exactly.
They've shown us.
Exactly that. Let me ask you, top 4 as well. Top 4, how still on that same mindset? You know, it's definitely achievable. Nothing's changed here. It's just we move on as always. We've beaten the teams we should beat. This is just a Liverpool side, you know, that are just further on their development.
100%. They're better than us. Today's result, we just have to put it to the side and move on, because this game just shows us that we are not first, second or third. This game shows us we are 5th or 4th at best, and that's it. And just quickly, just to answer Belgium's why Lacazette always gets taken over by 70th minute, is that he's just not fit enough to continue the whole game. You can see it, there's a pattern on it. And we haven't scored a goal against Liverpool in, I'm not sure, about 4 or 5 games. And this just shows us that how bad we need a striker to score those goals. And when we used to concede a lot of goals, what Arteta did was that he brought the defence and stopped those goals going in. So if we can't score, that means that we need a striker. It's 1 + 1, easy. Do you know what I mean? Let
me finish up and or maybe get the last 2 and just ask you about Mikel Arteta for you. Where are you at the moment? It's
I'm a Liverpool supporter.
Oh, a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get your thoughts then on the game. Then, were you confident throughout the whole game? And was there any nerve moments?
The first half, you ahead us.
Yeah.
Right, if you should have scored, you'd have won that.
Yeah.
But you didn't. Right, but at the second half, we come out there and control the thing. As one of the other guys said, it's about the long balls. Stop doing the long balls, control it on the ground. That's their weakness. Yeah. And that defence, right, it was strong.
Yeah. Matip got man of the match. Do you agree with that as well? Do you think he was they got given on the broadcasters and was watching it from the studio?
Yeah, man of the match for him. Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. Yeah, because we were saying how Martinelli very much had Trent on toast today. We've got to give it.
No, he did. Trent was weren't his strongest today. He weren't his strongest. Nor was Andy Roberts weren't his strongest. But there's mistakes on Liverpool, right, and that's why. You should have, on the first half, scored, and that would completely change the game.
Yeah.
But it didn't. As I said to you last time, right, Arsenal's got the 4th spot when I was here last time. Right, you've got that 4th spot. You've got to beat Aston Villa, beat Tottenham. Right, that's it. That 4th spot is yours. Yeah. You can grab the 1st spot and all of Chelsea winning all the games.
Okay, let me ask you to finish up then. Are you confident you'll catch City?
Of course we will.
Fair enough.
Of course we will. The City's game is going to be the when we play City.
Yeah,
that's going to be the title. Even goal difference, we're above them.
Yeah.
Okay. We're above them. We're stronger in City.
Oh, nice. And let me ask you to finish up there. Arsenal, can we bounce back against Villa on Saturday? Do you think this boys have it? Do you think this is just? It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool. We lost against Man City. We lost against Liverpool. Do you think we'll be able to bounce back against Aston Villa?
Absolutely. I think Liverpool are chasing a different. They're telling us a different story now. They're trying to chase for literally the league. Yeah. And we're trying to literally survive for top 4. And how I see it now is that I think we've got like 2 games in hand. And even yesterday or the day or the last game that Chelsea played, you can see how much that 1-0 actually meant to them, because it really means that if they didn't win that game, we would have really chased them. So we would have been fighting for 3rd spot. Yeah. Someone on the fan cam once mentioned something about how we should be looking up instead of looking down. And someone also mentioned something about how we need to beat Tottenham as well, and as well as Liverpool, and as well as Man United, because those are the ones that are competing for the next top 4 spot. Right now, I think we've actually got a team to look forward to for the next 2 years. As people have said, Liverpool have had a team that's literally generated for 3 years, 4 years ongoing now, and they've literally gone to the gone and won the Champions League. They've won many cups, the Carabao, the FA Cup, XYZ. They're on a different league than us. Yeah. So how I see it now is that Lacazette is literally finishing his contract at the end of the season. Are we going to get a new contract? Is he going to get a new contract?
Would you give him another contract? Would you give him an extension?
Yes, I would, for seniority. Yeah. So I would, for the loyalty and just for the experience, just to teach the youngsters on what it means to actually fight for a team. Even though he's not scoring goals, he's really showing it in his play, and I really think that rubs off on the rest of the team, especially how he started on the first 3 games when we lost to Brentford, Chelsea and Man City. Yeah. So I really think that really means a lot. The issue is that I think we're just a just about team. I think we will get top 4.
Just about?
Yeah, just about, literally. But the issue is that when we get top 4, we will stay in top 4. What's going to happen if we get to Champions League? If we don't get to Champions League, if we get to Europa League, you've seen what happens. We've gone to the final twice. We've gone in very positive, and we've contributed in the second half both times against Villa, against Chelsea as well. I think that was actually the semi-final or the quarter-final. I'm not too sure. So I really do have I am optimistic about the team. But my concern is what we're going to do going forward, because even Xhaka as well. Today I felt like Xhaka was slowing the ball down a lot. I felt like he was doing his role as a deep line playmaker. But like from the 60th minute, even from the first goal, the first offside goal, you can literally see that the players like Jota and Sané, they were literally running into channels, and that's how they scored their goals. They went direct instantly, and the moment they did, they dropped back. Alexander Trent was literally dropping back. Robertson didn't really get forward. He had Saka in his pocket, which kind of made me feel like as if we were playing with one wing, which was Martinelli, which was kind of unfair. But at the same time, Xhaka really wasn't taking the opportunity to try and drill the ball forward. Instead, of floating the ball, which is actually Liverpool's strength. Which they got Van Dijk at the back. They had is it Matip? They had Matip at the back, and then as you can see, Robertson was literally eating Saka alive. But they had to take him off on the 70th minute. So yeah, I am really positive.
Good, my man. Thank you very much. And that is it for the fan roundup. It's very cold as always. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next game. Take care. Peace.